Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I'm Mr Fayaz Ahmad from Baramallah. Today I may discuss about applications of permanent magnet moving coil instrument. Permanent magnet moving coil means PMMC instrument. I am discussing applications for class 12th. I am discussing class 12th electronics. So in applications I may discuss about its DC emitter first of all. DC emitter. A DC emitter is always being connected in series. It is always been connected in series means it is connected in series. This type in series. For example, this is a circuit. This is a circuit. You have got this circuit. This is being connected in this type series. This is a circuit. CKT. This is a circuit. It is being connected in series with the circuit for the purpose of calculating current. It is always being the ammeter is being connected in series with the circuit. For example, I am telling you here, this is a circuit in which everything, the circuit is made up of resistor, capacitor, conductor. Every instrument, electronic device, instrument is being in that very particular circuit, but we are going to measure the current through this circuit. So what we do, we are connecting its branch, connecting the branch of the circuit in series with it in order to calculate the current. That's what I am discussing. So but mostly de-Arsonval's moment meter is being used. Moving coil instrument is being used for what purpose? For calculating this current through a particular circuit. But the de-Arsonval moment circuit instrument has got coil. It has got a coil, winded coil, which I have discussed already. That's being very much thick and light. Because of that's being very thick, that's being very small and very light, which carries a light current through it. Very small current it carries through it. So what the timely is being required, we are keeping a shunt resistor in parallel with this instrument, what I must say, with the meter, PMMC instrument meter. We are keeping a shunt resistor, or SH means a shunt resistor. This is the shunt current flowing through this resistance. We are keeping in parallel to this meter, what I may say, PMMC instrument meter. We are keeping in parallel shunt resistor to it in order to calculate high level of currents, more current, not a small current, because of having a small winding coil around it in this PMMC instrument, that gives the result of current measurement of very small current. So therefore, and internally a shunt resistor is being connected to it in parallel to it in order to calculate big type of currents, large currents of an circuit, So what we do, we usually do we are usually doing what thing. This is the ISH, ISH is the current flowing through this shunt resistor. This is the IM we call it as full scale deflection of the meter, which I am telling. This is a meter of PMMC meter. And RM is the resistance through meter. it has got its current and resistance its own, which is flowing through PMMC meter. And this is the shunt resistor which I am connecting in parallel to this PMMC instrument, resistor instrument. So it has got its own current and resistance, that is shunt resistance. ISH means shunt current. So for this purpose, but I am telling you, the DC currents, the PMMC instrument is being used for DC emitters only. DC emitters, that's the main thing, DC emitters. So we are connecting a shunt resistor in order to calculate high level of currents, large current through the circuit, measuring for this large current through the circuit. That's why we are connecting the shunt resistor through parallel to this meter, PMMC meter. So RM means internal resistance, SH means resistance of the shunt, and IM means full scale deflection. For when we are connecting this shunt resistor parallel to this, we have got V moment equal to V shunt. V moment, I'm writing here, V moment equal to V shunt. That means, which means voltage through this section, is equal to the voltage through the shunt. This is the shunt resistor which I am showing here, connected parallel. For what purpose we are connecting this shunt resistor here? In order to calculate large level of currents, measure large level of currents, because it has got wire which is uh, small and light. It can calculate, it can measure only light currents only. That's why we are keeping a shunt current in parallel to this meter, so as to calculate large type of currents. So mathematical relation, V moment voltage through this moment, I am telling you, this current meter is equal to shunt voltage. So PMMC is equal to, so I can write here RM is equal to shunt current ISH over shunt resistance RSH. So RSH will take aside. RSH is equal to RSH is equal to IM RM divided by ISH. This is your relation. But we have got the total. What I must say, I is equal to total current is equal to IM plus shunt current ISH, that is equal to, or we can transfer it, ISH will be equal to I minus IM. So we will substitute this here, this value here, substitute above जब हम substitute करेंगे तो we will have RSH is equal to IM RM divided by new value, that's ISH. We have got the value ISH is equal to I minus IM. So shunt resistance, the shunt resistance will be equal to IM RM. What's IM RM? That's a movement resistance. That is the meter resistance. Current and meter resistance will be divided by total current through the meter and I minus IM. What's I? I is the full deflection. I is the full scale deflection of the emitter. Minus IM. IM is the Im is the full scale deflection of current on the meter. So this is the relation which you require for shunt resistance. This should be calculated. And you can calculate high level of currents through the circuit. Okay, that will do for today. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, I may kindly focus on this note, my phone. I will focus it on this very note, so as you may write down it yourself and then go through this note and learn it by your heart and get prepared for examination. This is being usually asked in the examinations. DC emitter. So this is your mathematical relation which I have shown you myself, and this is that relation which I am showing to you here. The current through the circuit, this is given by this. This is the mathematical relation which I have shown you. Or SH is equal to Im Rm divided by I minus Im, or SH is equal to Im Rm divided by I minus Im. And this is the relation which I have shown you here. So dear students, kindly go through this mathematical relation and learn it by heart. This question is very important. Assalamu alaikum.